under his breath. Oh no, I'm going to be late. He rushed around his room trying to get ready for school. His mind was racing as he thought about how much longer it would get to school from Jungkook's house compressed to his own place. Plus, he had to drop away off on the way. His room was on the second floor, and going up and down the stairs every day was exhausting. Every time he walked past the guest room at the end of the hall, he felt a strange heavy feeling in his heart. It made him want to leave, to run away, but there was something or someone keeping him there. That someone was Jungkook. Jungkook had been so caring lately, so loving. Every time he did something kind, Taehyung couldn't help but imagine what it would be like to stay with him forever, to give him another chance to have a family, his own family. The thought made his heart flutter, but it also scared him. It hadn't even been a month, and he was already starting to change his mind. Jungkook had a way of affecting him deeply, and Taehyung couldn't deny it. Taehyung sang, throwing his bag over his shoulders as he was out of his room, still buttoning his shirt. "Avi, have you finished eating your breakfast?" he called out, walking towards the stairs. His eyes were fixed on his shirt, so he didn't notice he had reached the stairs until the ground suddenly dropped him. Taehyung screamed, "Oh my goodness!" He tried to grab the glass railing, but before he could, a strong arm wrapped around him, pulling him back to safety. It was Jungkook. Taehyung's eyes widened as he stayed clutching onto Jungkook's for dear life. "Oh my," he whispered, placing a hand over his racing heart. Jungkook asked softly, his voice filled with concern, "Are you okay, love?" He cupped Taehyung's cheek. Taehyung nodded, still catching his breath. Yeah, I'm fine," he said, closing his eyes and taking deep breath. Just then a voice ran out of the stairs. Appa, the little baby was running up the stairs, his small feet pounding against the step. Taehyung raised neck open and he shouted, "Ravi, stop running on here. These stairs, you are going to hurt yourself." But Ravi was already hugging Taehyung tightly. Jungkook smiled softly, pulling both Taehyung and Ravi into a warm hug. "It's okay, love, calm down," Jungkook said, rubbing Taehyung's back gently. Ravi giggled, hugging both of his parents from below. Taehyung sang, whispering, "These stairs are going to be the death of me one day." Jungkook called lightly, "Don't say things like that," as he continued to soothe Taehyung with a gently stroke on his back. After a moment, Taehyung pulled back, even thought all he wanted was to stay in Jungkook's arms, but he had worked to attend to Avi still curling into their legs. Finally let go, making both parents shook. Taehyung started laughing when he played Jungkook and gently rested on his stomach. He looked up at Jungkook and his heart skipped a beat at the way Jungkook was looking at him, like Taehyung was his entire world. Jungkook asked softly, "Are you feeling good this morning, love?" His hand moved in a small circle over Taehyung's stomach as if he were talking to the baby. Taehyung smiled, "I'm feeling alright." And the baby is too. Avi, who had been staring at Taehyung's stomach, suddenly asked, "Papa, when is the baby going to wake up and come out?" Taehyung thinking for a moment. "In about 5 months and 20 days, give or take," he explained, ruffling away hair. Avi's eyes widened. 5 months? That's so long, Jungkook chuckled. "By the time you finish school and start your vacation, the baby will be here." Avi's face lit up. "Oh, I'm going to play with her all vacation." Taehyung was in an absolute surprise. Wait. Girl, did you two decide it's gonna be a baby girl?" Jungkook not kissing Taehyung's head. "Yeah," Taehyung smiled. "Well, Mr. No, it all. I'm sure it's going to be a baby boy." Jungkook teased resting an eyebrow. Oh, and who decided that? Taehyung crossed his arm looking smug. My instance. And before you say anything, remember I was right about Abhi last time. I knew he was going to be a boy before he was. But Jungkook shook his head, smiling, but didn't argue. They made their way down to the kitchen. There, Ravi jumped onto his seat. His half-eaten breakfast waiting for him. Jungkook and Taehyung joined them, taking their own plates of food that had been prepared by the house chief. Taehyung and wiping a bit of food from Abhi's mouth. Jungkook noticed and asked, "Did you not sleep well last night?" Taehyung said, "Fine, but I've been waking up early for the past 10 days. It's make me longer to get to school now, and I'm just tired." I was busy watching his phone on his didn't pay much attention to his parent conversation. Jungkook held Taehyung's hand. His was gentle. "Honey, why don't you take leave? You are getting tired every day." Taehyung shook his head. "No way, I'm okay. I can handle it." Jungkook, son, you don't even let me drive a bit to school to save you some time. Taehyung explained, "That's because it would take you 2 hours to drive back and forth from me. It's just a few extra turns to drop him off and then head to school. It's just that my school is so far from here." Jungkook offered, "Should I let the driver take a bit to school then? What would save you some time?" Taehyung glared at his wristwatch and said, "Okay, but only today. It's not good to waste." That's when he going almost the same way. Jungkook smiled, picking Taehyung's lips, which made Taehyung frozen for a second. "As you wish," Jungkook said, adding more food to Taehyung's plate. Taehyung cleared his throat, acting like the kiss hadn't affected him. Before he left, his eyes wandered to the guest room at the end of the hall. No matter how much he tried to avoid it, his eyes always seemed to drift in that direction. His mood shifted instantly. Jungkook noticed and felt a pang of guilt. He hated seeing that look on Taehyung's face. As they stopped outside, Jungkook called, "Taehyung." Taehyung, who was helping Abhi into the car, turned around. Yeah?" Jungkook hesitated. "Can we talk? I need to tell you something." Taehyung glanced at his watch. "Maybe tonight after I got home. It's getting late." He quickly got into the car and drove off, leaving Jungkook standing there. The whole day Taehyung couldn't stop thinking about what Jungkook wanted to tell him. Was it something good or something bad? His mind was occupied that he barely noticed when his student called his name. "Mr. Taehyung, Mr. Taehyung." One of the students repeated, snapping out of his thought. Taehyung blinked, looking up from the book in his hand. Oh, yes. Let's continue," he said, tried to focus, but his mind kept drifted back to Jungkook and the conversation they need to have. Taehyung then fell, Abhi said in between his laugh. "It seems like he was about to fall from the chair from laughing so hard." Jungkook, "Haha, that's enough. Eat now," Taehyung said, pointing at the plate as he smiled at little Abhi. Jungkook was laughing his heart out too as the story Abhi was telling happened in his school. Jungkook, "Kid are so funny," Jungkook said, scratching and wiped the tears that fell from his eyes. Honey, you work at the school. Work there school. It seems like so much fun with kids." They were having a dinner, laughing more than eating. We had been telling a lot of funny stories today, and Jungkook couldn't stop laughing. Taehyung was smiling too, but his mind was somewhere. He was still thinking about what Jungkook was going to talk to him about. Taehyung, "No way, I work at a high school. There's nothing fun about it. Teenagers are weird," Taehyung said. His tone. Jungkook, "Really, I didn't mean you when you were in high school, but I'm sure you were a weird teenager too," Jungkook said, laughing. I was the popular kid in high school, the cute one. There used to be a lot of boys coming after me. Smart. Jungkook, yeah, sure. Jungkook rolled his eyes. Grabbed dramatically. How rude did you forget? You were one of those boys who came after me in college. Remember rising his eyebrow. Jungkook, I came after you to be your friend, not like every other boy who wanted to be your boyfriend or hook up and stuff. Jungkook said, hugging Taehyung and pointing a little. Taehyung, yeah, friend. Taehyung dragged the word making Jungkook proud. A friend who used to go all dramatic every time some boy asked me out. A friend who used to tease away every boy who looked my way. Taehyung smiled, looking at Jungkook, who turned red at the memory of what he did as a first year college student. Jungkook, come on. But you did have a crush on me. Jungkook spoke, pointing a finger at Taehyung. Taehyung, no, that's not. Taehyung tried to oppose, still laughing. Jungkook, don't even try. Remember the party we went to in the second semester, and then we played spin the bottle. Jungkook wiggling his eyebrow. Taehyung hid his face behind his palm, growing. Jungkook was very much enjoying this as he laughed more and more. Jungkook, then there was this question like, who was your crush? Remember? Jungkook laughing, pulling Taehyung's arm away from his face. You were like, yes, I do. He is here right now. Jungkook laughed, seeing Taehyung's expression, who was a second away from punching. Taehyung, shut up. You went crazy when I said that and didn't come until I said it was you, not some guy who was playing with us. Taehyung laughed, smirking. Jungkook, yeah, that was true. Jungkook replied, not even a little embarrassed. Abby, who was listening to them intently, burst out laughing. Taehyung, oh God, Taehyung, remembering his kid, was listening to all his embarrassing stories. Jungkook, okay, let's eat. Now, no more laughing, Jungkook said, but he was still smiling when they ate, talking and feeling not to laugh again. Abby, good night, Dada. Good night, Appa. Abby said, running up the stairs after they finished dinner. Taehyung, why didn't I say not to run on those stairs? Taehyung shouted, but Abby had already run upstairs. Lights should be off within an hour. I will check on you. Taehyung called from the kitchen. Abby, okay. Abby exclaimed back. Jungkook, hey, don't you need help with the dishes? The worker went home early today. Jungkook asked, hiding the dishes into the sink. Taehyung, it's okay, I can handle it. Taehyung smiled, turning on the tap. Jungkook, no, let me do it. You look tired, Jungkook said, and grabbed a chair from the back to make Taehyung sit there as he got on with the dishes. Taehyung, you said you wanted to talk, Taehyung asked, lifting his knee to his chest. Jungkook, yeah, Jungkook said as he started washing the dishes. I bought this new house a few days back. Jungkook started. Taehyung hummed at that. Jungkook is a businessman. It's not a surprise that he bought more house. Jungkook, you want to take a look at the pictures? Jungkook asked, washing his hands and drying them on his sweatpants before taking his phone out of his pocket. Here, take a look. The password is Abby's birthday, Jungkook said, and went back to doing the dishes. Then tapped Abby's birthday is and unlocked it. He was a little surprised to see the background screen had a picture of them together with Abby lying on the couch. He was sure someone took that picture. She visited them last weekend. This photo was from that day. Jungkook, did you see it? Jungkook, did you see it? What do you think? Do you like it? Jungkook asked, making Taehyung quickly open the picture. It was a big house like the one they were staying in right now, but it looked good. It had their bedrooms, a big kitchen, a wide living room, a little gym on the side, and a home theater in another room. There were a lot of other similar house around it, with a single large swimming pool for the whole and the park for kids. A lot of space to just walk around, filled with grass. It's like 10 families living together in their own house, but in the same neighbor. If they made friends with those families, it was going to be so much fun living there. Jungkook, it's like a colony with 10. Jungkook seemed deep in thought. Love, what's on your mind? Taehyung sang, staring at the floor. This house is still feel new, like a dream. Jungkook smiled, taking a and of hair behind Taehyung's ear. It's a real baby and it's ours. Taehyung hesitated for a moment before whispering, "Why didn't you buy it so suddenly? You never really explained. Our old house was not that bad, was it?" Jungkook said, taking Taehyung's hand in his. It was not about the house being bad. Taehyung, it was about you. I brought this house for you. Taehyung blinked in surprise. From me? Jungkook nodded. I saw how much that house weighed on you, how exhausted it was for you every single day. Your school was so far away, you had to wake up early just to make it on time. By the time you got home, you were so tired you barely had time for yourself. Taehyung bit his lip. He had never complained about it, but Jungkook had noticed. Jungkook continued, I hated seeing you just like that. I wanted to make things easier for you. This new house is much closer to your school. You don't have to rush every morning. You can actually sleep in a little and have time to eat breakfast properly. Taehyung flicked a lamp from his thread. He had never thought Jungkook had been paying attention to those little things. Jungkook's hand squeezed Taehyung's hand tighter, but that was not the only reason. Taehyung looked up at him, his heart pounding. Jungkook was softened. Do you remember the night we were sitting up in the guest room? Taehyung with caught in his thread. Of course, he remembered. He had walked into that room expecting it to be just another space, but the moment it had hit him like a wave. Memory of Hicks and Jungkook, of the night when he left like he had no one, and of the time he had spent high alone. Jungkook had noticed. He had seen the way Taehyung froze and how his expression changed in a split second. Jungkook was gentle but firm. I saw the way you looked at that room. Taehyung swallowed hard. His grip tightened around Jungkook's finger. I didn't mean to let it so. I didn't want to ruin anything. Jungkook shook his head. You didn't ruin anything, baby, but that memory made me realize something. No matter how much we try to make new memory here, that house still had too much pain of you. I didn't want you to live in a place that remember you of everything you lost. Taehyung closed his eyes, tried to hold back the memory welling up inside him. He had been those feeling deep, but Jungkook had seen thought him. Jungkook cupped his chest, making him look up. Taehyung, I love you so much. I never want you to feel like you are stuck in the past. That's why I brought this house, a fresh start for both of us, a place where we can make new memories, happy ones. Taehyung lip trembled. He never thought anyone would love him like this, but here Jungkook was putting him back together. Taehyung, you really thought about all of that? Jungkook, of course I did, because you mattered to me. Tears spilled on Taehyung's eyes. He leaned forward, wrapping his arms tightly around Jungkook's waist. Thank you for allowing me this much. Jungkook smiled, placing a kiss to the tip of his head. I wish, baby. Taehyung heart followed. Maybe just maybe this was the love he had been waiting for. Taehyung escaped. Taehyung looked out of the window as Jungkook drove into the colony. It was a large area with about 10 houses, all connected by garden. The started backyard. Taehyung had never felt in the few days he stayed at Jungkook's old house. Taehyung it felt nice here. His voice was softened as he kept looking outside as he observed the surrounding. His eye landed on the short but cute guy peeking from the window of the house opposite them. The guy didn't even try to hide the fact that he was staring. He watched, then his eyes swollen intent. Jungkook clutching you haven't even stepped inside the house yet. He smiled while parking the car, making Taehyung look away from the curious guy across the street. Taehyung studying itself just feel homely. This whole environment. Jungkook walked to the trunk of the car, pulling out last few suitcases. Taehyung moved to her. Let me take some. Jungkook firmly shaking his head. No, you shouldn't lift anything heavy. Not even you, almost 5 months pregnant. Taehyung smiled but smiled a little. Jungkook held his hand ready. Something about that simple gesture made Taehyung smile automatically without hesitation. He placed his hand in Jungkook and together they stepped inside. Taehyung looked around in a wow, it was really beautiful in here. Jungkook softly, a beautiful house for my beautiful family. The words slipped out of Jungkook's mouth and naturally without much thought. Taehyung had escaped a gift. He found himself smiling. I've been smiling a lot these days. Jungkook cleaned his throat. Shall we go see the upstairs? Taehyung looked around. Wait, where are we? A loud voice answered from evoke. Are we here upstairs in my room? Time escaped quickly as they unpacked their clothes and arranged their wardrobe. They ordered food for lunch and continued unpacking. By the time evening arrived, both Taehyung and Jungkook were exhausted. Taehyung stretched his arms and grunt, I'm too tired to cook. Jungkook smiling, I can cook. You should rest. Taehyung shaking his head. You are just as tired as me. Let's cook together. It'll be faster and more fun. Jungkook grinning, cooking together. Sound nice. Just as they were about to head to the kitchen, the doorbell rang. Taehyung, who could that be? Jungkook, I don't know. Let me check. Jungkook walked to the door and opened it. His face intently lit up. Jungkook cheerfully. Hey, Jungkook turned his head. Taehyung, come here for a second. Taehyung could hear a voice outside, but he could make out the word. Curious, he walked toward the door. Standing there was the some cute guy he had seen from the outside house, and another man beside him. Just by looking at them, Taehyung could tell they were a couple. Jungkook gesturing toward them. Baby, this is Suga and his husband Jimin. He pointed at the taller guy first and then the shorter ones. Taehyung smiling politely and holding out his hand. Hello, nice to meet you. Instead of shaking his hand, Jimin pulled Taehyung into warm her. Jimin grinned. Nice to meet you too, Taehyung. Jungkook and Suga stood back watching their friend bond with a smile. Jimin exactly. Suga and Jungkook have been friends for over a year now. Jungkook used to talk about you a lot, so when Suga told me you guys were moving here, I was so excited to finally meet you. Taehyung, yeah, well, I saw you peeking out of the window this morning. Jimin cheeks turned bright red. Jimin, that's so embarrassing. Everything laughed at their reaction. Suga automatically pulled Jimin closer by the shoulder, still chicken. Taehyung smiled. Don't embarrass. I was actually planning to visit you tomorrow to make friends with the new neighbors. Jimin, I let it up. Oh, speaking of that, I brought you guys some cookies. Jimin handed Taehyung a small bag of red waste the whole time. Jimin gained welcome to the neighborhood. Taehyung looked at the couple and felt himself warming up to them easily. Taehyung sincerely, thank you so much, guys. Jimin exactly. Oh, we actually arranged a little welcome party for you tomorrow night. Dinner with you new neighbors right in the garden. How does that sound? Taehoon eyes widened in surprise. That sounds perfect. Thank you so much. He gave them a thumbs up. Jimmy nodded. Almost all the families have joined except for that lady at the last house. Suga one darling. Jimmy forgetting what she always meant to me, and I'm allowed to say that. Jimmy crossed his arms and stopped slightly away from Suga, looking on. Suga's sense is a little difficult. She always did fight with Jimmy during get-together like tomorrow dinner. Jimmy rolled his eyes. She just mad because her ex-husband left her for a man, and now she hates all of us. And concerned, it is serious. Jimmy smiled and purred in his nothing I can't handle. Taehoon let out a small nervous laugh. Jimmy suddenly came up. Oh, I heard you have a son. Taehoon smiled. Yes, he is upstairs. Do you want to come inside? Jimmy shaking his head. It's okay. You guys need to rest after all the unpacking. I'll visit another time. Suga turned to Jungkook. Oh, yeah, it is okay if I come to your office early, then plan on Monday for our project meeting. Jungkook nodded. I'll let my assistant know. Taehoon, you have a kid? I didn't know. Jimmy, probably yet. My son is 11 and my little grandson is 4. He just started school. Suga smiled. See you later, guys. Jimmy waved bye. Have a good night. Jungkook nodded with a small smile. Good night, guys, as Suga and Jimmy walked away.